Did I get in there? Oh, no. Okay. The wrong button. Hold a second. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Dynamic people of God. There you go. Here, wrong buttons around here. You know what? I left my phone. Let me go grab my phone real quickly. Um, and we'll start in a moment. You want to be in on this conversation. Go ahead and 1 second here. We left the whole phone. Hide everything. Okay, hey. So listen, you guys, I want you guys, thank you so much for joining me in this conversation on today. Look, you guys, you know, um, the word of God. I want us to. Good morning, prophetess, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. Listen, the word of God is just so true, and it's so absolutely powerful. And the word of God, you know, we talk about like you have not because you ask not, right? And we also know this that listen, if you ask, you shall receive, right? And so, and many a times we think that, you know, if we ask, then things are just supposed to fall out of the sky. So I want to come and just have this conversation that I had with my daddy, right? And he's so funny. And he probably thinking in the angels and Jesus Christ, they were like, this girl is so crazy. They probably laughing at me all the time, right? Um, and they probably in the angels be like, don't assign me to her today. So anyway, that just be look my little joke. But I want to have this conversation because I want to make sure that you know what I'm saying we have a mind shift as we deal with minding my money Monday. Okay. And we really need to deal with like how you minding your money because I know we go to God all the time about asking. We ask him, you know, God, I need a financial increase and you know, Father, I need this amount of money or what have you. But have we waited to hear the response? And so I want to talk about a conversation with the father. One of my personal conversations, matter of fact, the conversation I had with him yesterday. And I thought it'd just be great to come here so that we can come into some understanding and you can hear what he said and then you can look at what the process is, right? What are steps, right? That what does that look like behind that level, that type of conversation. So let me introduce myself first. I am Dr. Deranche Zorn, your kingdom strategist. Here to build strategy so that you may birth and expand in your dreams, your goals, and your destiny. I help individuals, businesses, and ministries with practical solutions so that they may increase their market reach and their income potential. Go ahead and share this broadcast on your social media platform this live on your social media platform so that those in your circle of influence that they can get in on this content that I'm getting ready to share so that it may bless them. It doesn't matter if we're asking God for $100 increase, $1,000 increase, 5,000, 10,000, $100,000 increase, right? There are some things that need to be put in place. There's some things that you really need to consider, right, so that you can begin to generate the cash flow that you desire. Okay. Now, do we whatever that your money, and I wanted you to get your money, the amount that you want to make, right, for the week, the month, the year, it doesn't matter. In your mindset, and whatever that is, I want to encourage you today, first of all, that you have the ability to generate it. You have the ability to generate it. The word tells us in the book of Deuteronomy that God has given us the ability to generate wealth. And so, whatever your number is, I know you got it. I know you got what's in you to do it. So let me tell you. So I don't know if I was driving. No, I was talking to Eric on the phone, And sometimes we be talking, and I would just go into prayer. Thought come to my mind, and I just I'll go into prayer. So I just went into prayer, and I was like, Lord, I said, Lord, I want to generate $5,000 a week, $5,000 a week, and his response was, so he was like, okay, how you gonna do it? He said, what's the plan for it? He said, he said, you have it. And he said that you're going to need to, if you tweak, reconstruct your current processes, your current money generating activities, then that's nothing. All right. And when he said it, it was the absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. And so I'm like, oh, okay, Lord, I got you. So that same plan that you got generated, that you already have laid out that plan of action, okay, just modify it for the plan for the 5K, right? Weekly plan of action. All you need to do. So what does that look like, or what will it look like? So let's talk about it. Now, that's mine. I don't know what yours is. So, and whatever yours is, I want you to keep it in the top of mind. So the first thing had to do and look at, okay, well, what products and services that this 5K is going to come from? Do I stay with the current products and services that I serve? Do I modify some of them? Or do I add something new? Or do I repurpose what I already have, right? And allow that to generate passive income? So that's just the product and service pieces, because you have to map out, and then looking at, or when it comes to product and services as well, do I keep them at the same prices? Do I develop another high-end offer? These type of things. Or do I what is it that I develop, or what is the development plan, or the plan with the products and services to generate that? And then if you're going to use multiple products, then what's the quantity of those products that need to be sold to generate that amount of revenue? Or if you're going to go with one product, what is the price point? So you got to look at what is the price points of the products and services that you're going to sell to generate that. And then looking at its price point, how many of those will you need to sell to generate the income flow that you need weekly? So how many of those need to be sold a day to make your weekly goal, or to make your monthly goal, right? So that you can eventually get to what you desire to do for a year. So products and services is just one component. That's not all of the pieces to make it happen. No, that's not all the pieces. That is a main component. The products and services are a main component that's necessary into making it happen, because you gotta have a good or service, right, to provide to people so that you can have a money transaction. So after that, right, then you want to look at, okay, so now you figured all of that is figured out, what products and services that I'm going to sell, or a combination of them. How many do I need to sell? And now you got to begin to do the marketing, you gotta put in motion or lay out the marketing plan to make that happen. Because products and services just don't sell themselves. There are many people have products and services, and even myself, I got some products, right, that I have that have not been back before people to purchase, right? Even myself, even people, people got stores on the and products on shelves in the grocery store, but guess what? Because they're not advertised, they're hidden. And because they're hidden, people don't know about them to even purchase them. So even when it comes to those things, just even looking at things from that perspective, repurposing was already there and available so that it becomes a passive income, right? Because from my side, my standpoint, right, a lot of things will definitely be dealing with automation, passive income, right? There will be some active or a active or two, but for the most part, we're going to do passive, and that's just a decision that I'm making. And so you can make the decision however you want to, but however, with either decision, you have to come up with a marketing plan on how the product and the service offer is going to get before the people, whether it's social media marketing, whether it's email marketing, whatever that marketing plan is going to look like, and being strategic with the marketing plan so that you won't be wasting time, talent, and your treasure, making sure that you are that in the marketing that is getting before your ideal client, those that need you, and also knowing the conversation that need to be had, right, around the needs of your ideal client so that they will be compelled to purchase. So they can be compelled to purchase, understanding their needs, understanding their desires, so that the conversation, so that the conversation compels the buy, so they can get into your buying experience as you are giving them your brand promise. That my brand promise is that I'm with this product and services for you. It's going to meet your need. It's going to take you from your current location to a destination that you desire to be. And this is what it costs to get there. Hey, Prophetess Jacqueline, how are you? This is what it costs to get there. And so many of us, and a visibility, look, and bringing forth a visibility plan. What does that look like? All of that is part of your marketing effort. So what are some things? Of course, we know we can do Facebook ads, right? And again, being strategic, putting your content before your particular target audience. We know we can, and I've been meaning to live about this just specifically by itself, but I keep forgetting. But it's one thing to be visible and be all over the place, doing a whole lot of things, a whole lot of interviews, a whole lot of speaking engagements and things of that nature. And that's perfectly great. But if you're doing all that and you're not hitting your income goal, then you may want to look and see what you need to modify. If your income desire is not manifesting, then you may want to look at what are some things you need to do to modify those activities, because you're doing a lot of activities not generating the income. And so that's why even in this marketing plan, you got to be strategic on money generating activities, because that's going to make a difference, right? That's going to make the major difference on you getting to your end game. Visibility without profitability, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're showing, and so that would mean, are you showing up without a product or service? Or are you showing up and don't really know how to put the offer on the table so that people can buy? Now, it's nothing like having a conversation with you, right? Having a conversation with you and giving you strategies, and you're like, man, this will be great. This will be good. This will be like awesome, right? And then they just leave you on the table hungry without having an extension of who they are, or inviting you to come and be a part, right, of their brand, so that they can help you get to that destination. So, so how you doing it? So, we gotta be just strategic, even in our spaces of visibility. And not that we're just and that we're not busy. So how is that visibility bringing you the income desire that you like? Even when you show up on stages and things of that nature, we should be having in our mind, okay, I'm here to do a few things that you're there to do, right? One, you're there to offer a product or service, and the amount that you desire to leave away from that place or offer that virtual space having sold. That's number one. So even in that space of visibility, when I'm going, when I'm showing up on podcasts, I'm showing up on shows, I'm showing up, in these spaces, then what is the income goal? Because that's a money generating activity. What is the income goal that you desire from that particular event, that particular speaking engagement, whatever it is that you want to call it? And if it's not something that you generate from the front end, right? Meaning, let's say that you came into an event that you can't sell from the stage. Okay, so if I can't sell from the stage, right? Then what are the other selling points of entry that I have, just to even see if the thing even is profitable for you? What is my selling point of entry? Do I get access to those who are a part of the event? Do I get access to their emails? Do I have a booth or something of that nature where people were able to follow up with me and come and have conversation with me, whether it's on the virtual platform, or whether if it's on in a live event? So these are things that we really need to begin to consider. Now, I know, and I definitely understand. There are spaces and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Where we're showing up to do a thing, right? To bring forth the credibility. But you need to think about your streamline of profitability. Credibility without no profits really doesn't, right? Really doesn't bring forth a credibility. In the eyes of the superficial people, from the superficial standpoint, it will. But where's the cash flow? at the end of the day, when you finish showing up everywhere, are you struggling to make ends meet? When you finish showing up everywhere, what is your bank account saying? When you finish showing up everywhere, do you have to go work for somebody else just so you can make income meet? Now, look, my parallelpreneurs, I love you guys, right? I do love you guys. I love you guys, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with that if you're in a space where when you are building, just so it can pay for it, but we don't need a broke business. We just don't we don't need a broke business. The word said a workman is worth their hire. So you have to look at the strategicness. Now there are stages, right? There are stages. There's a platform. So let me clear the air with this as well, because we know that there's some pay to play, right? There's pay to play stages. What does that mean? That the speaker pays to get on the stage. So if it's a pay to play platform, how can it be leveraged for you in your space where you're able to generate income from it, boost your visibility, credibility, and your income, the impact on your income? And don't get me wrong, I do understand there are some things that we do, again, like I said, to build the credibility, to build our platform, to help build our brand, but you got to be very strategic about that as well. Got to be very strategic about it. So what does that plan of action look like for you? What does it look like from a marketing standpoint? What does it look like from with your email, your social media, right? What type of ads you're going to put in place? Now, depending on what you want to generate and your current tribe, you may not have to do social media ads and things of that nature. You just have to know what's there, what's available to you, right? And some people, before you start spending money on ad space, you may want to look internally first to see what's there and available, because there are probably people right there in your tribe waiting for the offer, waiting for the next steps to work with you, right? And so listen, so I'm having this conversation. So again, I'm having this conversation with God because I just put out an ask. So he's like, okay, well, how are you gonna generate it? I've given you the ability to generate it. And so it can't be done without processes and procedures taking place. Also, without automation being a part of that process, the process and procedures, those type of things. So you really have to take a look at, the full scale of a thing and say, okay, what am I going to do to scale it from where I am right now, right? What are the things I'm going to do? And so I literally had to sit down and just think about that thing as I was conversing with God. And so we have these money conversations with God, right? or you have these money desires, And so I want to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you like God challenged me. Like what God challenged me. What is your plan of action to generate the income? What products and services do you have? What money generation activities that you will do, right? What your marketing plan look like from an email, social media standpoint. What does those things look like? And how automation is going to play a part in it for you, right? Because like for me, I don't have more time to give. I don't have it because I want to listen. We want to be in those places and spaces where we are not working at it like all the time. Okay, you're not working at it all the time. And so how are you going to make it happen? And so he even just brought he brought to my attention, like we did the authors ATM and training, and I showed them in that particular training, I showed them several different ways, right? Several different ways on how they could generate income, right, from their book, how they can make it, how it can become profitable for them. And I think I may have even showed them like all the way up to 20,000. But I broke down several different pieces and components of how they can take that thing and make $10,000, make 18k, right? So just show them just showing them various concepts. You can do this, you can do this, you could do this, you could do that, right? And then just building upon those particular pieces in that whole one conversation, like in that book. So it's planning, intentional planning in activities is everything. So I just want you to think about that for a moment. For a moment. And how are you nurturing? This is another thing, and I'm going to put this out here because it's something else that is seen as well. Is that because I pop up with products and services, right? Which is okay, it's good. How are you nurturing the people? Like you don't need to be before the people all the time with sell, and sell. You need to make sure that your conversation before the people is balanced. You're giving them you're giving them an informational conversation, right? Especially on your social media platform and in your email marketing. You want to give them so your social media marketing, you want to have an educational conversation, entertainment conversation, inspirational, right, conversation, a conversation that deals with engagement. Then, what I'm saying, the sale. Don't just be sales. You need to, every time you open a sale, you need to have 3 other types of posts, right, that need to follow a minimum of 3 before another sale conversation happen, or what I'm saying, so you can balance that thing out. And making sure that, and one important thing is making sure that you're talking to the right people, right? Because you need them. So listen, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Look, we're getting ready to launch. I haven't done coaching group programs in this nature probably in 5 years now, right? And so guys, like, I need you to walk some people. Guys, like, I need you to walk some people. Walk with some people, a group of people, and I'm only doing 12. So it's going to be the 12 group coaching program. And so and I'm going to walk with 12 people in their business, in the group coaching program, within their business, in their business and with their ministries, to help them really to dive in, look at what's happening, and to help them generate those monthly income goals that they are looking for. So I'm excited about that because we get to look at system processes and procedures, which is like what I'm all about as well. And so I'm looking to take them on this amazing journey. So listen, it is going to be $120 a month. It's $120 a month program. So that is going to be that's one of my active. I told you about English screen. That's one of my actives. But plus it's something, this particular program, right? Um, is something that's been in the works probably for the last 5 months. Just been laying out the appropriate time for it. This is way before my conversation with God, but I wanted to make sure that that obligation that I told him about, or that I committed with him a couple of months ago, that I definitely go ahead and get that moving and going. The rest of it will come from my the other promise that I made from him with my training and development group training and development classes. Therefore, I'm moving away from or doing only 20%, where I am building, working in um, website development and graphic design, right? So those type of things. So, and it's going to make it happen. So we have that. So listen, for those who are interested in that particular program, so you want more information about it, go ahead and DM me, and I got you. I got you with the information. We'll meet monthly. We'll meet a couple of times in the month, but you'll come in with a business or ministry assessment. You'll have a monthly mastermind where we meet once a month, and we'll have a hot seat, right? And in that hot seat, whoever's in the hot seat, you will tell us what you'll talk about, what are the things that you are dealing with in your business, and so we will come up with strategies, right, on how you can break through those particular things that may have you stagnating, or you're trying to figure out how to do and how to make it happen, right? Those particular types of things. And then what else? Have a mastermind. You will have your once a month training as well. We'll train on a specific topic area. Every month you would have a minding your money plan. Okay, you'll have a plan that you would have to implement, right, within the month, so that you can generate your income. So you'll have a money generating activity plan, like for real, because we want to make sure that individuals are getting to that space that God has called forth in them, that he's calling forth, that he's birthing out in them. So I'm excited about that. The other thing is, for those who have been on the I Am Her International website and who probably peeked around, you'll see you will see, what is it you'll see? You will see let me back up. Those who have been on the I Am Her International page, IamHerInternational.com website, you've probably seen a whole membership structure piece that's out there. What I'm talking about right now is something totally different, right? But that is something, what I'm talking about now is a group coaching program. And so that's something separate from what's been on the I Am Her International website. But that is going to roll out as well. That membership program, specifically for women, that comes with a whole lot of different components. Y'all can go to www.IamHerInternational.com, go check it out. I think for that particular program, it goes up, I think it starts at those particular membership levels over there. I don't know what it starts at, but y'all can go check those out as well. But it'll definitely provide you with some other things that will help you grow and develop, right, in your business or in your ministry. I am being very, very intentional about those things. So anyway, at this time, I'm going to open up for Q&A. If you have any questions before I get if you have any questions, I'm here. To answer them for you. Are you trying to hit a specific target consistently, and you have not, or you want a target that you ain't just hit at all, and you want some feedback about it? Hey, let's have a conversation. Let's have the conversation. I'm definitely here to have that particular conversation with you. I was trying to get on the I Am Her website. But yeah, let's have the conversation. Also, if you have a business or a ministry, make sure that you get in on that. Get in on the free directory that's over there. So it's a free membership directory. What's vitally important about that? I get a lot of people calling me, asking me about people recommending people in business because they're looking for a specific thing. And I was like, well, do you know somebody to do this? Do you know somebody to do that? That's vitally important. So go ahead and put your information over there so I can just send them over to the directory. As we launch the I Am Her membership program, right? Those who are at specific membership levels, you will have a whole badge on yours, right? So that you'll have a whole badge on yours, your particular directory information, so that people will be able to identify. The other thing that I'm doing with that I Am Her international directory is because I want women to support women, right? I want women to support women in business, because I think if we're going to do some exponential growth, right? I think it's going to be vital that we support one another in business, versus, because many times we patronize those who they want our money, right? They surely want our money. However, they don't believe in what it is that we're doing, right? So I think it's very vital, right, to support those who, believe in you and all these other great things. So yes, I did see you, Jacqueline. I did see you. You put yours in there last night. Thank you so much for joining that as well. So, and in that way, that keeps me from looking or trying to remember who do what, when, how, where, why, and I get it all the time. I get it all the time. I'm sending people to other people all the time. Absolutely all the time. And also, also in my consulting, when I'm consulting people, they need services and products. And I'm like, who in the list that got services and products that can help these people? So those type of things. Okay, so I don't see any questions here. So since I don't see any questions, I'm gonna get off of here. I've had this on the phone. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because I've got some things that I need to do, get in, and I need to do for my clients. And in addition, after I get them taken care of, I got some things that I need to do. I need to lay out, map out, put together for this 5K a week situation. You guys have an amazing day. I am Dr. Tarasha Sawyer, your Kingdom Strategist, here to build strategies so that you may birth and expand in your dreams, your goals, and your destiny. I help individuals, businesses, and ministries with practical solutions so that they may increase their market reach and their income potential. You can reach me at www.deranshay.com. Again, that's www.derashay.com, or you can connect with me on my social media platforms on Twitter at KB Strategist, on Facebook and Instagram as the Kingdom Strategist. You guys have an amazing day, and I will, let's see here, talk to you soon. You guys, love each and every last one of you.